Hello and welcome to RNG. Today is going to be another One Piece theory. Big Mum's fatal weakness. Brook versus Big Mum. I'm not too clued up on the newest chapters. I will admit I've missed the last three in the manga. I've been following other YouTubers, theory videos and chapter reviews. But thankfully, we haven't had the Big Mum encounter yet. So I've got a theory that Big Mum can be taken down really easily. And I'm going to try and explain it to you a little bit now. We've got the Yomi Yomi no Mi, the Revive fruit. The Devil Fruit of Deadbone's Brook, aka the Humming Swordsman. Now, I've been thinking about his position in the Straw Hats for a while, and it's almost his time to shine by playing a pivotal role in fighting Big Mum. Now, before I get into that, I'm going to recap on some important points that we might need for both parties. So, Big Mum, she has the Soul Fruit, and she's the current focus, the current Yonko target of One Piece. She has the ability to remove people's souls and imbue inanimate objects with the extracted soul, or remove a percentage of a soul from someone, which in turn shortens their lifespan. She has immense physical strength and most likely conquers haki. I mean, if she doesn't, I'll be extremely surprised, but it's almost a given since she's an emperor. So she's extremely well connected in the underworld. She's obviously got connections to going to have connections to the Vinsmokes if Sanji and Pudding get married. Now, we've got Brook, the Humming Swordsman. Brook originally believed his Devil Fruit just allowed him to revive once after death, but we now know this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to his Devil Fruit. Over the time skip, Brook learned how to do a couple of tricks with his fruits and, its generalised extended uses. One of the tricks he learned was to detach his soul from his body, and this was accomplished, I think, by realising that music touches the souls of those who hear it. We haven't really seen much of Brook's time skip development, so we won't know anything about how that came to fruition. And the other trick is to harness the power of the underworld. That I don't think is going to be as relevant in this theory, but I thought I'd mention it anyway. So, what happens when someone who can manipulate souls, aka Big Mum, meets someone who has full control over their own soul, aka Brook? I have a theory that Brook can actually manipulate other people through possession. We've witnessed that Brook can actually hypnotise multiple people, and he's done that during the Fishman Island arc. Is he using this music to actually possess, maybe, like other people's souls? I'm certain we haven't seen anything with Brook's music yet. We might see invigorating music to give the Tide Straw Hat Alliance some extra courage or extra energy. We might see a solemn song to maybe suppress the fighting spirit of whoever the enemy's fighting, or to slow them down maybe if he plays a nice slow tempo. Maybe even a song to soothe the soul of a broken spirit. He may actually have some extended uses in his music. So what would stop him from fully possessing another human being? If we're being strict, I would say haki. It's very evident that Big Mum's going to have huge haki, otherwise she wouldn't be a Yonko. So I'm ruling out total possession. There is a possibility of Brook partially controlling or suppressing Big Mum. What if he wanted to limit or restrict her use of haki? I believe Brook could actually play a major role in causing Big Mum to battle internally with his soul and her soul, fighting a two-way battle between the Straw Hats on the outside and Soul King Brook on the inside. That would mean she's fighting on two fronts, and she's going to be extremely distracted. That's potentially going to cut her power in half. So if Big Mum's fighting power is cut down in half, it may well just be enough to bring her down to Luffy's current level. Do I think Luffy is Yonko level? Not a chance. But this might give him a fighting edge. There might be the sort of handicap he needs to take out Big Mum. So if Big Mum actually tries to indeed attempt to attack Brook, the Soul King, let's say that again, the Soul King, I believe, it would be quite possible that Brook would let her sort of consume his soul maybe, or, extract it fully. Then she might try and absorb it to, really rile up Luffy. But Brook would probably let her, because then once the Soul King, someone who has complete control of his soul, is inside Big Mum, does she have the ability to control him? I don't think so. I mean, Oda wouldn't have given the name Soul King for no reason. I mean, I believe he has complete mastery over his soul, practically, and potentially other people's souls too, and that is this theory. Brook possibly could possess or maybe manipulate, suppress other people's haki, souls, and maybe even movements. Given the circumstance, I fully believe Brook could possess a weaker opponent completely. Maybe not a sweet commander, but definitely someone possibly around his level. And, you know, this could lead to a whole new world of espionage for the Straw Hats. They could get access to the Navy HQ, they could get access to Kaido's, you know, intel network. They could find out so much. I mean, at the minute, Brook's walking around in a big costume. He's in disguise, walking around Whole Cake Island. But the possibility is there. And I think that's actually a really interesting role that Brook could fulfill. Considering this possibility of inanimate object possession, what's to say we couldn't then see General Frankie being used by Brook? Imagine that. You've got Brook the humming swordsman in General Frankie's body, you know, Frankie Shogun. That would be awesome. We've got built-in speakers that can amplify any song Brook plays. He's got a sword with the robot, so, you know, potentially we could see some of his fencing style come out. And I think this is great because, you know, sorry Frankie old fella, but he's not in his own body, so he doesn't have to worry about physical damage. That robot can be fixed right up. Again, you know, sorry Frankie, it's your job to fix stuff. So, as a conclusion, my take with the Big Mum fight is that Brook is vital in taking down Big Mum because he will be able, I believe, he will be able to halve Big Mum's concentration, attack power, and haki usage. That should all be done through possession or maybe the manipulation of her soul, because he is the Soul King. I cannot say that enough, that Brook is the Soul King. So I think we're really, you know, everyone's going on about the year of Sanji, and I'm desperately hoping we get to see a massive power boost for Sanji, so he comes back to Monster Trio. So everyone's just looking at Sanji, and Luffy with his Tank Man now has just come out. We are forgetting about some of the other Straw Hats. Brook has really been in the background. I don't know if he's, you know, a majorly popular character, but he is one of my favourites. And I would very much like to see him come out of the blue and be like, hey guys, I can help. So that's my take on the Soul King and his involvement in Big Mum's defeat. Obviously, what are your thoughts on this? Do you believe it's possible? Have we seen anything at all from the Soul King? I don't think so. We'll have to wait and find out, but as for now, I'm hoping this theory comes true because the possibilities are amazing. So thanks for staying tuned. Feel free to give any feedback, like, dislike, and sub for more videos. Until next time, RNG out.